Hello. All-American, Homecoming ended after 3 seasons on Monday, and Simone Hicks' journey ended much the same way it began, with a little drama on the tennis court and far more drama off of it. Let's start with the off-court changes that occurred during Monday's season finale, which resulted from the CW's cancellation of its All-American spin-off in June. When Season 3 premiered earlier this summer, Simone found herself romantically torn between Damon Sims and Lando Johnson. This time, the same quandary arose for our protagonist, as Damon returned to Bringstown just as Simone and Lando were about to admit their love for each other. Actually, Simone told Lando she loved him during Monday's hour, but Lando, who had become insecure after seeing Simone and Damon hooking up, told her he couldn't believe her confession and walked away, leaving her sad. Later, after giving Cam a love life pep talk, more on that in a minute, Lando realized he was simply letting his own worries get in the way of a genuine relationship with Simone. That evening, he caught up with Simone and gave her a charming slideshow of his own life, telling her that she's filled it with beauty and joy, unlike anyone has ever done before, since they first met. Finally, he reciprocated Simone's feelings of love. "I want you. I want us." And they sealed the agreement with a kiss. Don't worry about Damon. He wanted to renew things with Simone when he returned to Bringstown, but he recognized Simone and Lando's profound connection and told her it was fine that their year apart had changed them. Meanwhile, on the court, rumors began to circulate that Simone had taken performance-enhancing drugs, which we now know were actually cancer medications, casting a cloud over the tennis team's approaching conference final. Simone initially intended to keep her cancer fight a secret, even in a sports documentary about the team's recent triumph. But when Simone realized that even her teammates were wondering what kind of substance she'd been taking, she decided to tell her teammates and the journalist who was interviewing her about her breast cancer, citing her hope that other young women would be inspired to listen to their bodies and advocate for themselves when visiting a physician. Simone appeared to be concerned about the reaction she might receive from the audience and other competitors on the day of the conference finals, telling Lando and Amara that she wasn't prepared to face the stares, the pity, and the gloating opponents. But our girl couldn't have been more wrong about what awaited her out there. When Simone went onto the court, she was met with deafening acclaim and a standing ovation from her colleagues, tennis opponents, and all of the Bringstown spectators. Nate is no longer on the Bringstown Law waitlist. Hooray! On a more somber note, Sarah and journalist boyfriend Ryan dissolved their relationship when Nate snooped through Ryan's private reporting notes in order to obtain justice in Ezra's court case. Ryan told Nate that he couldn't stay with someone he didn't really trust, and the couple split up, but Thea praised Nate for doing what she thought was the morally correct thing. Meanwhile, Keisha's love triangle with Cam and JR remained unresolved, leaving me wondering if the Homecoming writers were aware that this would be the series finale. Keisha appeared to pick herself up at the end of the show, despite earlier in the hour stating that she was always in a relationship and wanted to fly solo now that she was past her self-sabotage era. On the other hand, she and Cam appeared to have unfinished business, particularly after he served as her partner in her final dance exam, and the emotionally charged routine they performed together plainly mirrored their actual romantic relationship. Lando told Cam not to allow his anxieties to prevent him from spending time with Keisha, but the last time we saw her, Cam and JR were at odds. "Since when was she your girl?" JR inquired, and Cam said, "She always has been." It took me a second to remember that. Guess we'll have to invent our own endings for that one. Thank you for watching.